A very good evening to you. It's the second hour of our one-day special. We launch a one-day special here at Hochanda every 6 p.m. Every 6 p.m? Every day at 6 p.m. It's supposed to last 24 hours, but we've had a very busy launch. Of course we have. Do you know why? Because we've got ingenuity. We've got something that's different and exciting, and that's John Lockwood. How are you, John?
I'm not bad. How are you, Auntie
Yeah,
Janice?
I'm very good, thank you, very good. You know, I love working with you. I love working with you because of the crafts that you bring to us, and the dies are incredible because they're not just regular dies, they're versatile and they deliver something very special.
Thank you.
No, they do.
I try to. I still remember back, whenever I'm drawing or designing, I remember back to me when I first got into crafting, sat watching sort of home shopping TV thinking, I can't achieve that, I can't afford that, and I can't do that. And thinking, and you sit there with bravado thinking, do you know, if I did that job, I'd do that a lot differently. And then someone eventually makes you put your money where your mouth is. So I always try and think about people's budget.
Yep.
And also, to me, I've always said a die or a set has to do more than one thing. It has to be different, it has to be innovative.
Yes.
But it has to be versatile, it's got to work on lots of different levels, and hopefully that's what I've brought this time.
Oh, you certainly have. You certainly have. 40% of the stock has gone. Can I just give you a little peek of what the one-day special can do for you? So we've got this gorgeous card designed here, little ribbon on the front, so you know that there's going to be something inside to reveal. And you're thinking, well, maybe when I open that, I'll see a sentiment or there'll be another little image in there. Well, look at this. When we open this up, it opens with us to reveal the message inside. That's what we're getting here when we talk about innovation. It's a fantastic die, but it's not the only die that you're getting with the one-day special. As John said, he wants to make sure that you've got a die for lots of different occasions, lots of different designs as well, and we're going to take you through the different designs that we've got here. That is your reveal die. It's absolutely incredible, John. I think it's absolutely fabulous. I do have the boards to show you so you can see the dies, but seeing that in the packet there, you could see the concept of what you're getting. Because when you actually see the die system itself, you can see you're getting lots of dies. But is it easy to work out and put together, John?
It's really easy. I will do it again as the first demo, and
Yes.
I will show you exactly how easy it is. But the important thing is, if you look there, there's more than... That's 2 sheets of A4 stuck together.
Yes, it certainly is.
So there's more metal than an A4 sheet.
Yes.
We know the cost of that. We worked really hard to get this high quality but at the right price.
Yeah.
And some of these cards, they do take a lot of metal to do. But you look at that and it's quite scary. You think, oh, what's that do? But there are examples on the back of the packet. So if you flip the packet round, you'll see that there are pictures on the back of the packet showing you all 3 stages. So shows you what it should look like when it's finished.
Yeah.
Because that's important to me. But you see there's a little video symbol down there.
Oh, I do.
So for every single die, there is a video on YouTube already there, already been uploaded and waiting for you. Sam has done his job, bless him. And it takes you through step by step. And the videos are really simple. They're filmed by me at home in my craft cave with my phone above there in a little cradle. And all you see is my hands and hear me talking. So it's not one of these, hello, and I'm going to show you today. It's none of that.
You know, like the kind of video I would probably do at home. Spend 10 minutes introducing myself, Billy Jane, and, you know, what's going on outside, and then I'll remember to do a bit of crafting.
No, it's just, this is how we do it, so you can follow it step by step, because to me, I'm a visual learner.
Yeah,
and showing me, giving me written instructions, stick flap A to section B, and make sure they like, oh, I'm sorry.
I've got no idea.
No,
Visual is the best way. That is excellent. To have that video for you is wonderful. But we're not stopping there. We do have some more dies in this particular collection, which is going to get you those beautiful finishes on your cards. And this set called the Oundle.
It is.
You told me about this, didn't you, John?
It is. I told you about the Oundle. I love the Oundle.
It's
because
beautiful.
I love Oundle. It is a beautiful village. All my dies, when I'm looking for names, are named after actual villages in the UK. Or Ireland. We did have a couple that were named after some in Ireland.
Oh, really?
But they're named after find a nice name. This is called Oundle because Oundle is where Hochanda comes to you from.
It certainly does.
There's a beautiful village in Cambridgeshire, Northamptonshire or
It's where it is.
Yes, it's where it is. It's on the border of everywhere.
It is.
It is an absolutely beautiful village. And I started drawing this in the green room here. I do a lot of my drawing here in between shows. So this was started here, and I thought, well, I've got to call this the Oundle.
I think it's absolutely fantastic.
It has, the word seems to match with those circles in the middle and things.
I mean, it's beautiful and ornate, but you can also make this very modern and on trend, as it were, with the geometric styles that are going on at the moment.
You can really play with the geometrics. It's actually made, it's two squares, and it's two squares and two sizes of circle. That's all it is.
Is it?
All put together. That's literally how I've done it. If you break it down, you can see where I've got two squares and two circles, and just sort of group them all together.
Do you know what I like about this as well, John, is the fact that you can use them all together, but you've got all of these separate elements. That on itself will make a great aperture. That on its own would make a wonderful surround with maybe a photo or a sentiment inside. You've got this fabulous die here that would be very trendy in all kind of mixed media style projects.
And all of them don't have outside or inside cutting lines.
Right.
They're all separate. So it means that if you want just those dots, you can cut that down, you'll just get those dots cut into your card.
Yes.
You have to use the outside line with it. So it lets you do things like this. This is paper piecing, and I did this.
Did you?
And life's too short for paper piecing.
Oh, John.
But I loved doing that, and that actually took me 20 minutes.
Did it?
Because it's really simple, because there's nice big bits.
I really like this die and the one on the outside. And then there's another one. There's another one. There's another one. Let's show you this. Now, this is really interesting because we can take this part of the die and we can make lots of different shapes, because I'm guessing the different ways that you can put this, you can start to create different patterns.
You can create different patchworks, you can create different things. They will also work together to give you a square frame.
Yes.
So you can actually put them round 4 times, and the 4 times will fit the Oundle.
Right.
They will fit as perfect panels on the front of your reveal card.
Yes.
The designs are separate, but the best thing to me was I put 2 in.
Okay.
Because it's really annoying when you get one panel die.
Yes.
And you have to repeat it 4 times or twice.
Of course, of course.
And by the time your piece of card's gone through your machine 4 times, it's wrecked sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
So by having 2, it's so easy. So you can put them like this as a front panel on your card, and they are perfect to fit on a 5x5 card.
Excellent, excellent.
So 2 of them together with borders will be exactly 5-inch square.
Brilliant. I love that. And you've got all the other elements as well with those dies. The samples, we've got so many to get through and show you, and we will throughout the show alongside the demonstrations that are coming up as well. Your one-day special is approaching half the stock. Oh my word, this is only the second show. I expected it though, because everything that John brings is absolutely incredible and different each and every time. No 2 die sets, as far as I'm concerned anyway, that I've presented with John are the same. They're all different, but they'll work together.
They all work together.
And that's where you're so genius.
Yeah, these will work. If you've got the layering dies I launched last month, all of them will fit with these. So they will fit within the layering dies. They will fit within the square scene box from 18 months ago.
Yeah.
They will fit with the Oakham that I've done. They'll fit with the Stamford. They'll fit with the panels will fit within the rectangular scene box. They will all fit with any John Next Door dies you bought before, and because I use standard sizing, they will fit with any 5-inch or 6-inch dies you've got from any other company.
Now let's talk about the construction that we've got here with this reveal die. Let's talk about the card that we would need to create this. I absolutely love this idea. Ta-da!
It's so clever.
It's like a theatre, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not new. I've not reinvented the wheel.
Yes.
Somebody brought me a sample, and Elaine Christopher brought me this to a workshop.
Okay.
And said, I've really struggled with this, doing the measurements and everything. Can you make it into a die?
Go on then.
So I did. So this was the original piece that Elaine gave me.
Is that the original one?
This is the original one that she gave me. And this is exactly as and this is where she'd struggled with it.
Yeah.
And she'd glued it in the wrong places and everything. And she said the measurements nearly killed her. Could I do a die?
And you did.
So I took it home and went, yes, what a brilliant idea. So I did the die version. So here we go.
Oh, look at that.
That's with the Woodford in there, but you can see there how it works. And the panels just slide in. But again, there is no mess. There is no glue.
No.
Because it's so easy.
Oh,
but again, I made sure that you could do, for Elaine, and I'll show you how you can do a rectangular version using the same dies.
Oh, look at that.
So it will work. The trick is in the panels.
Yes.
But this is really simple measurements and the same procedures to get yourself that one.
Oh, it's fabulous, John. You could use it to propose to somebody. You could use it as a gender reveal,
Gender reveal,
baby
Adam
reveal.
mentioned earlier. I thought that was
which
brilliant.
would be really good. You could do one for you're furloughed, or you're coming back to work,
Yes.
or you're staying at home for a very long time. I make jest of it, and I shouldn't laugh because, you know, it's happening to friends of mine, but, you know, sometimes you've just got to laugh with it and go with it, haven't you?
Sometimes we just have to sort of shake our heads and carry on,
Yeah,
don't
we do. Here's another lovely sample, and let's open this up because this has something to do with the next show that's coming on at 9 o'clock tonight with Alice Stitchy Fingers. I don't know whether you knew that, John, but this works perfectly because we've got
I was watching a makeup
yeah, we've got some characters on the show just like that. Right, we have queues on the phones. We are busy. Do bear with us. We'll get through your calls. Any questions, by the way, it's your show as well. Please do email in. It's studio@hochanda.com. Right, back in stock. We've got the new card pack. Now, this sold out in the first hour, but we've managed to get it back. Look at that price, £9.98, saving £10, half price deal. You've got your Spring Scenes paper pad and you've got your gingham paper pad as well. Love that. Is it, how many sheets?
The paper
Over
pad,
100 sheets.
The Cross 2 sort of pattern one has 100 sheets in there.
Wow.
Absolutely beautiful.
Now, this is going to be dispatched from the 14th of October, so it's not long to wait, actually. We're racing through October, aren't we? And your item number's right there, 468201. Don't miss out again. If you missed out the first time, here's your second chance to get it. Saving £10, only £9.98, and it's a fabulous, brightly coloured, beautiful colours, flowers and gingham pad, just for you, which is great. 468201 is your item number. Just flicking through that there. There you go. Right, John, what we're going to see first?
So I was going to show you really simply, quickly, how to put one together.
OK.
Because I think that's what people want. So what I've done is I've just cut the largest die in the set,
Yep.
which gives the score lines. I've cut myself 2 of the doors, and I've cut myself the central panel, all from the dies that we get in the set.
OK.
Really simple. And basically what I've done is I get 2 panels, that's an A4 piece. Yeah, and I get that bit. So we're talking a sheet and a half of A4 and then an A5 piece, or a little bit less. That's all you need. And I'm using a good 300 GSM. I would suggest you use something like a good, thick, nice card.
Right.
A quality card, or something 250 or above, or the linen card, which is we have on the show, is 240.
Yes.
But that is made well, so that works. This is actually in the linen 240.
And it makes a difference, doesn't it? When you've got quality card. Now, the linen card we've got for you on the show is 240 GSM, but as John said, it's the quality of the card that makes the difference. Measurements of card, you know, grams per square metre, is it?
GSM is grams per square metre, and all that means is how much the card weighs. I always say to people, feel the card. You get it from someone you trust, or feel the card, because we can get 300. I used to do a test in my workshops.
Yeah.
And I used to give people 3 pieces of card and ask them to put them in order of GSM.
Yeah.
And they always were able to, and then I told them they were all 300.
Really?
And they all were 300. Because they all feel different. So it's about the weight, but it's also about the quality. So if you use it might be a 240 or a 220 GSM card, but if it's quite thin, if it's almost like printer card, it will stick when you're opening it and closing it.
Got you.
So if you find that after a couple of times it starts to jam, it's the card you're using.
And you recommend the linen card that we've got on the show, and we've got it in 2 different colourways as well, if you do want to get hold of that. I just thought I'd show you whilst we're talking about cards, because it's always nice to get the right colour card. We'll bring up the details for the pink, first of all. The pink, there you go, if I turn it that way, you can see that beautiful pink, but you'll see that gorgeous linen effect in this. It's a very posh card. £11.99, 669510. 60% of the stock has gone of the pinks, and then you've got the blues. There you go, half the stock of the blues have gone already, or has gone. 159661 is your item number, £11.99. Don't miss out on those. John recommends these, and we do believe that these will work beautifully and look gorgeous as well. Right, John, sorry about that.
It's one of the things I actually do. What I've done is here, I've just put one of the aperture dies. This is actually from the Woodford, but you do get a smaller version of this in the reveal card, so you don't have to have all of the other dies to work. And I'm just going to cut that. But it's one of the things we actually do when I'm testing my dies. I have at home, it's hilarious, I have most of the machines that are on the market.
Yep.
And I have card coming out of my ears. I'm terror for buying card. I mean, I'm a craft hoarder. But what I've actually found is I test it in different cards.
Yes.
And I test the dies in different machines to make sure that they all work in that, because I don't feel you should turn around and go, works in all leading die cutting machines
if
you haven't tried it.
Yeah.
And it's the same with card. And I'd rather turn around to you and say, just spend a bit of time and use a decent card for this.
Yeah.
Rather than you waste card and be disappointed.
Yeah, true. I like that. Very good.
I've got my 3 pieces now. Really simple. Yeah, quite easy to do. What I'm going to do is, you'll notice on this one, it gives you a fold line, but it's more of a bend line.
Okay.
Because it's thicker. So I'm just going to bend that over to loop it. Really simple. And then I'm going to pop a little bit of foam tape on the back.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to foam tape it, but I find by using foam tape, just adds that little bit of extra distance.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put this on, and I'm using 2
it lifts it
millimetre.
up, doesn't it, the foam?
It does, but it doesn't make it, this will still fall in a normal envelope. This will still be the price
Of course, because
of
the
a
foam,
normal
the
stamp.
lightweight, yeah.
It will not be a large letter. So if you want to actually get this in the right place, because I missed it earlier, there is a little trick, and I want to show you that. So what I do is place my, I can't think of the right thing. Place my doors.
Sliding doors.
Sliding doors,
Sliding
right.
doors.
Yeah.
There's a film.
Get them right, okay? Then take a little pencil and mark a line in the middle.
Okay.
And then just make sure your aperture is on the line. Yep, really
Perfect.
simple. Fold it down. You see there, I've got that dimension.
Yes, you have.
Then take your doors.
Regular tape on this, John?
No, you want to use either a red line tape,
Yep.
or I'm using this as power tape.
Okay.
You don't, or you want to use a wet glue. You don't want to use your normal double-sided tape.
Great.
This is a moving part, and we know that a lot of the normal regular tapes are great for sticking things together, but they aren't the best. They can dry.
So that's a moving part, but you're putting tape on it?
Yeah, because it's going to keep under pressure. Because you're going to be pulling it.
Got you.
It's going to slide.
Right, got you.
Then basically what you're going to find is that it can pull away if your tape's not really good. It's certainly the one thing I would say, don't use one of those tape runners.
Okay.
You know, the ones that, you know, that...
Yeah.
Yeah. You've fallen foul of those, have you?
We've got some red liner tape on the show for you. Well, it's not on the show, it's a part of the 7-day savers. But you can head to the website and find those 7-day savers. It's a good addition to your basket, actually. It'd been good to have that.
So what I'm doing is slide this in up to where it butts up there. Yeah?
Got you.
Just close the door. Close the door. There we go.
And then when you open it, it's going to pull it apart.
Yeah. Do the same on the other side. Slide that in. Up to the butt on there. Close the door. Push it down. Slide the door now. Sometimes, I've done this once, there we go. Just catches, just push it there. There we go.
Look at that.
Done.
It's like tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be, and then the doors slide open very carefully, don't they?
Yeah,
Nudge
you
it
see,
that way,
but
nudge it that
every
way.
time I do this, I hear the theme tune to Are You Being Served in my head.
Oh, I
of
love
the doors
I'm
opening.
Oh.
Go up,
Do you know the words?
I do.
Oh, go on, do it.
Ground floor perfumery, stationery and leather goods, wigs and haberdashery, kitchenware and towels going up.
Oh, it was a Thursday night, wasn't it?
I can't remember when, but for some reason I used to sit there for years singing along till I learned the words, certainly to the first verse.
And do you remember the janitors in their long,
their brown
brown coats? Oh, it was Mr. Peacock. Oh, it
Captain
was
Peacock.
Captain Peacock, that was right. Oh, my goodness.
Loved it.
Oh, it's great to reminisce, though. It's great to reminisce. It certainly is.
It is.
Oh, I do love Are You Being Served? Right,
Keep
are
going.
you
I
being
could keep
served?
playing
That's
with
the
this all
question.
day.
Well, that seems a bit of an odd question to ask.
I'm free.
When I say that, I mean, are you on the phones? Are we serving you? Are you checking out your baskets? 022015 is your item number. Your one-day special proved to be very, very busy. It's something different, isn't it? And it's going to be different each and every time you use it. With all of the dies that come with this particular set, you'll be able to make and create some beautiful cards, and not everyone has to be a reveal card, because the dies are going to take you in all kinds of different directions with your crafting, whether it be cards, whether it be mixed media, for example, whether you're adding them to your journals, your diaries, or using them on the front of a card. You can see there, opening this up, it's not a reveal card, but what we're doing is revealing a beautiful part of the inside. I want to show you this sample because this has took my eye. You know, when John brings us dies and he uses them for all kinds of different things, and we say how versatile they are. Look at that. Out of the dies, the dominoes. That is a fantastic idea.
It's just such a clever idea, isn't it? It's not
really
mine.
Is.
I hate to add it. I think that is one of our Babs's.
That is brilliant. Yeah, it is. It is. And I'll tell you something. You could actually make these, and that would be a game for you to play.
It would.
Yeah,
that's
it
a really
would.
great idea.
You could. Yeah, I love dominoes. I think it's a great game.
But this is the fab thing. Even if you don't make the reveal card, the actual die, this die in the reveal set, will make you a perfect 5-inch square gatefold card.
Oh yeah, of course.
So if you struggle on gatefold cards, that's done for you, because that, when cut and folded, is a simple 5-inch gatefold card.
Yeah, and we've got one here actually. Let me just make sure I've got this the right way around. So here's your gatefold, open, open. But isn't that pretty in the middle? That is absolutely gorgeous. But I'm sure when you're looking at that, you see all the different shapes and all the different patterns, and you're thinking of a whole host of different ideas of how you can use these. 022015 is your item number. We've got some more for you on the show. Let's talk about Isings. Isink? Isink?
Well, I call them
Isink
because we're British, but everywhere else in the world and the company themselves call it Isink.
Right.
I call it Isink because it is ink.
Do you know what? Every time you tell me that, I plan to remember that, and then I always forget.
Yeah, I forgot. I mean, I went to see the MD and I said to him, why Isink? He went and he looked at me like I'm in ears, you know, 6'2" Parisian, you know, wearing a cravat, and I didn't want to giggle. It looked right. You know what I mean? Just like the French are. And he just looked at me like, and he went, because it is ink. It's like, oh, I feel so stupid.
Don't feel.
But it's Isink because that's what it is where I come from.
Yeah, yeah. But it's ink, and we've got some fabulous colours for you. We really have. We've got the blues for you, and in there you've got your turquoise, your aqua, your light blue, and your navy. Half the stock of those have gone. If you want to get hold of those, 129708, £12.49, and that's for all four. That's a sensational deal. It really is. And then we've got your beautiful brighter colours. These are your tropical. You've got your yellow, your lemon, your light pink, and your orange. So your yellow, your light pink, your orange, and your lime. Yeah, there you go. We're over 80% of the stock of these have gone, and I believe we're going to have a demonstration with these, but it's £12.49, 682348. Let's have a demo.
Right, I promised I would do that card, and it's the card you've got there with the yellow. So I'm using, because I put this on Facebook yesterday and everyone just absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
So I'm using the new, this is the Roses, sort of swirl rose 3D embossing folder. We have got this on the show. And all I'm going to do, because these are pigment inks,
yeah,
I can show you. So I'll show you in the in these colours, and then I'll show you in the blues as well. But all I'm going to do, because they're pigment inks, we don't have to mess about putting anything on here or anything special, because they'll just work. So all I'm going to do is just literally ink the folder like it's a stamp. So I'm putting this, which euphemistically is called lemon. And the reason this is called lemon...
Now, this is where I've got mixed up, because I looked at that and thought, well, that's lime. No, it's not. No, it's lemon.
It's lemon. And the reason is, in French, lime is a limon vert.
Limon vert.
In French. So when the French typed in limon vert into one of those translatey things, it came back with lemon green. So they called it lemon. But it's not its line.
Well,
the lemon colour is called yellow.
We're very busy. Did I? Oh, limited stock. We're limited stock on the Vion Lemon. Vion Lemon?
No, this one is the limon vert.
Limon vert.
Yeah.
Limon vert. Well, anyway, we're limited stock. £12.49. That's for your tropicals. You won't hear me try and speak French again.
So I'm just going to now, so I've put the orangey, the yellow colour in the middle. I'm now going with the orange, and because these are eyes ink, because these are actually a foam, don't worry about contaminating them.
Oh, how
because
so?
with a felt ink pad,
Yes.
yeah, then the ink, if you get a different colour on the top, it soaks in.
Yeah.
Because these are put in and pumped in under vacuum, although you will dirty the front of your ink, like this I have done with the pink.
Yeah.
Yeah. What will come out will be, see, none of that colour's soaked down.
Oh.
It's just literally
So
sat
even
on
when
the top.
you put that,
Yeah.
have you got a spare bit of paper?
Yeah. Of course.
Wow, that
It's
is
pink.
extraordinary, John. I've had to take a step back.
But because you get a little bit out, but it doesn't soak in all the way
Wow.
because it just sits on the surface.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't
That's
that
what
interesting?
they've thought about it. So, excuse me.
Oh,
All I'm going to do is run that. I've got a piece of plain white card,
Yep.
put it on, close the folder, and I'm going to run that through.
Now, we've got the embossing folders on the show. If you like the look of that, we'll bring the details up for you. We've got some gorgeous patterns in your embossing folder. Which one are you using? Are you using the swirls there,
I'm using
John?
the swirl rose in this
Yeah,
one.
the swirl rose. There's a swirl rose in there. We've got some other lovely designs. I've got all three here, actually. So these are the patterns that your embossing folders will do for you. £19.97, 048093. And that's the one that John is using, the swirly rose.
But can you see when I open this?
Wow.
Because it's 3D folder, look,
Oh, John, I love that.
I get all those tones and all those shades. Now, with a normal embossing folder,
Yeah.
so if I give that in the right, there we go, right light. With a normal embossing folder, if I pressed on so hard, I would go into all of it. But because the 3D swoops in,
Yeah.
it means that the very inside edge doesn't take any ink.
That's fab. I mean, I'm looking at that on the monitor.
know we
and
do
I can
letterpress
see
a
you
lot.
there. That's fabulous, John.
But we do letterpress an awful lot, but with a normal embossing folder, you have to be really
hasn't that
careful. With a
worked
3D,
well?
you don't.
Hasn't that worked well?
Isn't it? It's just beautiful. I mean, the thing is, on TV, it's coming so sharp, but it's so
I love
soft.
that.
There we go. That's the colour we're seeing.
Yeah, and I love the way that you've toned that colour across. You can see the leaves in there as well with the roses.
Yeah, but
oh, that's
because it's
beautiful.
3D, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do one of the other ones with the blue.
Yes.
Just to show you.
We've had a technical sellout on the tropical collection. Technical sellout, which means they're all in baskets. Please do check out. If any bounce back, we will let you know. But we do still have those gorgeous blues. And those blues, you have the turquoise, the aqua, the light blue and the navy. So some really lovely colours. I'll pick those up so you can see. There you go. Beautiful. Can you just about see? Yeah, there you go. So you've got your different colours in there, which are fantastic. I can't open them up because they're all secured, but you've got this is why I'm told never to touch anything, so I'm just going to pop them like that and we'll show you them later.
So what I'm doing now is, this is my favourite one, which is the braided. I love a sort of repeating pattern.
Yeah,
so I'm
that is
going on
nice.
straight on with the colour. So I've gone in with the navy.
Yep.
I'm now going in with the turquoise. So I'm
Oh,
just...
that's a turquoise and a half, isn't it?
Beautiful. And then I'm going to finish with, which colour is this? Is the aqua.
Oh, beautiful.
But I'm working my way up. But you can see, because it's 3D, I'm not having to be careful how I press on. That's what works so well. So again, paper should go onto the clean side.
Yep.
Close your folder onto it, and then we'll just run that through.
Do you know what that's reminding me of already? Underwater or the sea.
Yeah, because
With
of
that
the colours
pattern
in it.
running through. Yeah.
So what I need to do now, I'm going to grab a piece of paper. I'm going to use the Calypso Flowers. And the pigments work so well for these, because this is a multi-layer stamp and die. And you don't have to choose between the stamps or the dies. You get both, all three, the 2 stamps and the die in the set, because they come together. And what I'm going to do when I find them, honestly, terrible. You've got 2 different sizes on this. So you've got one that is full, like this, and then one that goes halfway. And they're a multi-layer. So what we do, I'm going to put the first one down, which is the one that goes further to the centre.
Okay.
So if we do, so I'm going to go with the pale yellow. Sorry, guys.
No, that's all right. It's
But
a technical
if you bought
sellout on that tropical collection. They're all in baskets. Again, if any bounce back, we will let you know. But the blue and the turquoise and the navy and the light blue, that's at the bottom of the screen, £12.49.
So I'm just going to stamp that, and I get that beautiful yellow colour.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah. Take that off. I'm then going to go and put the next stamp on, and I can see through because they're clear stamps. So I can see through where the yellow is. Close that one, and this time, should we go on with the proper lemon?
Yes.
The lemon vert, or limon vert.
Limon vert.
I sometimes wish, my favourite was when they first came over, the dye colours weren't translated.
Okay.
So in French, there was one colour called pétrole.
Petrol.
And so the guy who does the Crafts2 website did a translate on it, and he said the translation software then. And of course, petrol came up as oil. So he called it oil colour rather than petrol, as we would know. So the first thing I said was, that's not oil, that's petrol. But can you see there then?
That looks beautiful, John.
I've got the white going to the yellow, going to the lime green. Wow. And then all I do is to take, honestly, I wish, oh, there it is, the die. The matching die, which you get as well, and you just match the corners, corner, corner, you can see through, and we tape that down, and we just cut that. And that will give us those beautiful flowers. So I'll cut those if there's something you want to run through for a minute.
Yeah, let's have a look at the embossing folders, because these are absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is going to give you an idea of what the embossing folders can do for you. 3D embossing folders as well, so it's really going to bring out depth and the design as well. So you can see we've got that gorgeous rose effect. I love that. And we've got that with the 2 different effects there, with the lighter white, more on that. And then you've got that darker colour underneath as well. 3D embossing folders, you can use these with your card, you can use these with your craft metal as well, which look absolutely fantastic. They really do. Your craft cards, your imagination can really go wild with these, and it does add that lovely dimension. Now, the 3D embossing folders come as a set of 3. They're £19.97, 048053, and they're a great size as well. Is it 6x6 or 8x8? 6x6. Beautiful for adding the suggestion of detail to the outside of your cards, but also adding that wonderful, wonderful centre. Just a couple of samples to show you here, because these are lovely and been put together so well. Look at that one there. Let me get that the right way round. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Look at those roses in the background, John, and that grey and the red. Isn't that absolutely delightful?
I love that. And that's just done with Mica Magic.
Yeah, beautiful.
Literally just coloured over, but because they're 3D, you get so much more depth than a normal embossing folder.
Yeah, you certainly do.
It really makes a difference.
If you want to get hold of them, £19.97, we're busy for them. You're saving £4 on that deal, 048053. Right, John, back to you.
Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back to, I'm going to use the oundle. So, but what I want to do is, if I cut just the oundle shape piece, yeah, so if I cut that, then I'll get this centre will stay solid. So the centre will stay solid if I cut it. But of course, I give you a separate die as well in case you want just a frame. So I can put that and give just a frame, but if I actually want to have a thicker frame, I can take one of the octagons from the Woodford set
and put that in.
And put that in, because I used the same drawings across the 2. So that's why I put them all together as a one-day special.
Wow.
Because they all work together. So I can pick up that one with my long piece of tape, hover in the middle, pick up that one, and that will give me such a nice, finer piece.
Yeah, it will.
And if I want something different in the middle, I can just take the piece from the middle of the oundle,
Yeah.
take again a long piece of tape, and again it has its own separate outside cutting line.
Okay.
So if I want to have a piece to fit on, I cut it that way.
Yep.
For this I don't, I just want that cut into the card.
Perfect.
So I'm just going to run those through.
Isn't this fantastic to have a set of dies that you know will work individually but will work collectively together, so that when you get these out in your craft room you'll be reaching for one die, connecting it with another and coming up with some beautiful designs. And that reveal die is marvellous, but the other dies that come along with that set as well are always going to give you a beautiful, perfect example of a gatefold card with a beautiful inside as well, which is really nice. And these papers are back in stock at the moment, so if you like the samples that we're seeing here, the papers are back in stock and you can pop those into your basket. The details are on the screen at the moment. They are less than £10. Aren't they gorgeous? And just add that lovely, lovely pattern to your work and your hard work with the dies. 468201 is your item number for the paper pad.
So I take that out, and of course I get that shape. So I get that beautiful centre panel cut out of it.
That is gorgeous. Do you know what? It'd be nice if you had a little candle or something, and that would be the base of a candle, you know, like on a table setting.
Yeah, it would
Wouldn't that be
actually.
nice?
That would be really
like
nice.
An LED candle or something, like a little doily. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going for.
Great, it would be great for Christmas.
Yeah, it really would.
So I'm going to take this one out. Take this one out, there we go. And then I'm just going to snip that panel, because what I can do is that then fits over.
Ah, look at that. Do you know what? I really like that
Yeah.
die, John.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little, for speed, I'm going to add a little bit of spray glue.
Do you know why I like that die? It's the circles that you've got in the middle.
I
Rather
love-
than going for geometric shapes, it's the circles
It's the
that really make it, doesn't it?
really cross. So what I'm going to do is just trim, there. Trim this out so it fills in that little bit of the square. Yeah.
It's like, actually our producer's made a good point. It's like is it wicker furniture? You know, the mid-century with the backing to the lovely wooden chairs that you used to get?
Yes. Well, I think because I drew that here,
Yeah.
and I was staying in the hotel in Oundle.
I know which one.
Yes. And it was basically, that's got such an, I mean, that's from like the 1620s, is it,
think it
parts
is,
of it?
yeah.
So I think the idea was it really did in my head, it sort of makes an effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
so
certainly
some of
does.
those ideas came together while I was doing
Isn't that interesting? It really is.
But I draw a lot of my stuff in
Do
the
you?
green room here.
Do you?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of doing, you know, like something that's quite fun and funky and, you know, a little bit left of field?
I'm not
as it
doing the
were?
groovy.
I was thinking more of a Janice die.
A Janice die, see, I don't name them. Oh, look, I've picked up some colour there.
Oh.
So, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to cover it anyway. But then you see how that
Yeah.
brings that white together. Now, I've got a little bit of mats and layers that I've already cut, just to work. But again, my flowers, all I do is hold them in my hand, take the back and crush them. But you can see there how they just fit in. But what I've actually got is some that
they're
I've
lovely.
already made mixing the colours. So I won't completely glue these on, but you just see how well they work together. And you could use, if you cut in yellow, you could use the middle of that for the centres.
That's beautiful.
But it
Oh, it's all
just
Leicester then. Beautiful.
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 Oh yeah, do ya Leicester, Maria, minibar.
Leicester.
As I used to say when I lived in Leicester.
Of course, say that again.
Oh yeah, do ya bossa Maria minibar.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Good old Leicester.
That's what we used to say outside. That's what we used to say on the phone, basically. And it basically meant, are you going to be meeting us with Maria later tonight in Bossa for a drink?
Oh, Bossa.
Yeah, you see. Oh, yeah, do ya? Bossa, Maria,
oh, you do,
minibar.
yeah, yeah. They used to have the best nachos in there, didn't they?
They did a really nice Long Island iced tea.
Oh, they certainly did. Oh, my word. We spent many an hour in there. Probably at the same time. but
Probably
didn't
at the
even know
same
it.
time, yes.
Probably at the same time, didn't even know it. Right, we do need to tell you about your one-day special. Over half the stock has gone. Now, you can buy the dies individually if you want to. You're more than welcome to do so, but John has put this collection together for you because he knows it works beautifully. And we've got 2 payments of £29.99, which means you can spread the cost interest-free over 2 months, but we'll send everything out to you in the one package, because when you get your dies collectively together, you're going to have so much enjoyment and so much creativity. You can go for them individually, but when you buy one, you might go, oh, I wish I had the other one now. But that means you're going to have to wait for it to come back or for us to have it on air again, and it might be at a higher price, you don't know. But it's entirely up to you. You do have that option. Some lovely samples are of those particular dies brought together. The one that John was just using there, isn't that lovely? And you can tell and see that when it's used in different ways with different colours, it looks completely different, doesn't it? And I'm thinking on this one, actually, you could use some thread and you could stitch through that, and that would be really nice as well. The reveal die is incredible. I'm just going to find another sample for you there. The reveal die is brilliant. This is going to give you the opportunity and chance to pop a secret message that when somebody opens their card, you can open this up, and then you will reveal the message inside. It's easy to put together, and you can see we're opening and closing this several times, and it's opening just as it would the very first time.
And that's actually made using the linen card. That was
Yes.
Sheila who made that one, or Shelag, as we call her.
Love that.
But yeah, that's made using the linen card. So although it's a 240 because it's a good quality card, it doesn't stick, it doesn't warp,
Yeah.
and it works perfectly
It's
for the doors.
fantastic, and we do have that card on the show. That's your one-day special. 022015 is your item number. Remember, if you're a Freedom member, there's no P&P to pay, and you can be a Freedom member at any time. Just simply go to 88888, pop that into your basket, and then when you buy from us here at Hochanda, you won't be paying any P&P, and you will be getting discounts as well on various items as a Freedom member. It's worth it, it really is. And we've reduced the price of Freedom for you, £5.97. So if you're already a member of Freedom, then that's the new price. It's fantastic, isn't it? You get exclusive discounts, a monthly newspaper, you get a badge as well. Love the badge. And of course, it means no P&P, and that's the best thing. Right, we've got some linen card for you here, and we've got some paper pads. We are quarter of the stock of the restock gone. Love these collars. Love these colours, John.
These are beautiful colours. This is what I love about the linen card. It's made for us in the Netherlands.
Yes.
And there's actually one special machine that's used to make it. But if you actually tear a little piece, you'll find...
Can I?
Yes.
Can I?
Yes, because I'll get shouted at, not you, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
fine. But you'll actually see
I'll take the pink one. I'll tear into
that
the
it's
pink.
pink all the way through.
You ready? All the way to the core.
So it's not been dyed or printed or anything else. The colours
Yeah.
are actually mixed and made as part of the paper. So it's actually made there. It's not just printed or embossed.
Yes.
They actually make and produce the dye and everything there.
It is such great quality. That really, really is. Now, we're going to dispatch all of this from the 14th of October. It's sold out previously. It's only 2 days to wait. But that's your linen card. But you're also getting the paper pads as well. And these are fabulous, and they'll work great with your dies that you've already got, and also the dies that we've got in the one-day special. So you've got your spring landscapes, and you've got those lovely designer paper pads with all the flowers, those ditzy flowers, which looks fabulous each and every time you use them. Very busy for these, only £9.98. You get the 2 pads and you get the linen paper as well. How many of the linen paper do you get? 24 pieces. Wow, excellent value for money. And you can see all the scenes on here and on there with that paper pack. Oh, they're double-sided as well. Can I just show you these? Can I pick it up? Yeah, let's pick it up. These are double-sided. These are lovely, John.
They're beautiful papers. They're actually designed, again, these are designed in the Netherlands, this particular pack. I think this is by Amy. I'm not sure. It will tell me on the front. Was it Jeannie? Is it Jeannie?
It says... Jeannie.
So it's
Jeannie's
designed
art.
by Jeannie.
Ooh, look at that.
She actually designs them, draws them all and puts them
Oh,
together,
look
and
at
then they're
that.
printed in-house. But wouldn't they look lovely in the middle of the reveal card?
Yeah.
The little scene in there. So if you're unsure what to put in there, you just want to make a pretty card. I mean, that to me, and then you could actually have a little holiday voucher in there.
Yeah, that would be
or
perfect.
the dates when you're taking somebody away.
I love that. That's my favourite. That is absolutely gorgeous. The paper pad is included alongside the flowers, and you're also getting the linen paper as well, 20 sheets. It's a marvellous deal. I'm not surprised it's sold out before. It's back on extended delivery, and I'm being told we're very, very busy for it yet again. £9.98. I don't know, if I was going to give you any kind of advice, I'd say go for 2 sets. I would. It's half price, so it's a right old bargain, that one is. Right old bargain. 468201. Now, we did sell out of our tropical inks. We have got the beautiful blues for you, and is it 60%? 60% of the stock has gone. So you've got your light blue, you've got your navy, you've got your turquoise in there, and you've got your, is it your aqua? Yes, beautiful, beautiful blues. In fact, if I hold these up, you can probably see the different shades and tones that are in there for you, and it also shows that they stack so beautifully. You can see the different tones just there. Right, 129708 is your item number, and that's why I should never touch anything and just leave it right there. Right, we've got some sentiment dies for you. Love these, John, because you can actually build and create sentiments, can't you, with the individual dies that you've got.
So you've got in there things like on your, because obviously the packaging just shows you the smallest. We make the packaging the smallest we can. So you can have on your anniversary, congratulations on your anniversary, birthday wishes, or wishes on your engagement, and Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter. You've got special in there, friend, on your... You've got so many different things that you can build them up. Now, I have had a lot of questions, and yes, relatives are coming next year.
Okay.
Other occasions are coming next year.
Other occasions.
And a couple of other little additions to these stencil sentiments, all in the same size. So you'll be able to build up, you know, grandmother on your special day. Or congratulations. You can build up whole sentences, but you can personalise them more, and you're going to be able to do names as well, hopefully.
Oh, this is brilliant. Just flicking through some of these here just to show you the different sentiments that you can make. I'm just going to bring that in so you can see both sides. So you've got congratulations on your wedding day, congratulations on your engagement. I love the font on here as well, because it's going to give you the opportunity to put some paper on the back, and the colour will then come through.
Yeah, the thing I love about these is you have to look really carefully to see where the letters are joined.
Yeah.
Normally with a lot of dice, sort of stencil type things, it's really obvious that it's a stencil. It looks like those old Helix ones we had as kids, you know, we used to draw through.
Yes, yeah.
These don't. You have to, if you squint your eyes a little bit, you don't even see. If you look at the O on the on there, it's really hard to tell that it's not fully cut out to me.
But do you know what? I really, really like the font on this, and because it's going to give you the capability of changing the colour, it's not like you're stamping out a sentiment and that's the colour. You're cutting these out, so the colour's behind. As you can see, this is a black book, and behind that, that's why we're getting the black through there, but it could be any colour, which is brilliant. So if you do want to go for your sentiment stencils and your sentiments die sets, then it's 686044, and it's £27.99. It's a fabulous deal, it really is. We've got Nordic Dies for you now. We're going to show you a picture of those. Oh, I love these. Now, these are a very, very good price, a fantastic price, the right price. £16.96, 707 163 is your item number if you want to go for those. Of course, these don't just have to be for Christmas. The Noel is, of course, but the other dies, like that one, for example, could be used all year round.
Or if you called Leon, it's perfect.
If you called Leon, that would
or
be...
Leo.
Or Leo, or Noel, or... Yes,
Len.
because the letters are individual. The L, the O, the E, the N are different. Yeah, Len, you could have Len. Leo, no, you could have no. You could just send somebody with cards saying no.
Or Low.
Low, you could have it with Low. Lon.
Lowen.
Lowen, yes, Lowen. Oh, I love that name, Lowen. Right, oh, sorry. getting too excited there, just doing all... right, sorry, John. Oh, no, we can see the dies. Yes, they're here. Yeah, look at this. Here they are. But the L, the O, the E, the N are all separate. So there you go. So you can spell out lots of different names. Love that one as well. And then that one, I think, John, you can use all year round.
You can use that all year round. I mean, it's just a pattern. It could be flowers, it could be lilies, it could just be a nice, pretty pattern. It really, really works.
Love that. £16.96. Right, John, what are we looking at?
Right, so this is the piece that I got from using the blues through the sort of braided vine folder.
Oh.
But I love that.
What does it remind me of, John? It's not wood, something else. Like rattan.
Yes.
Like rattan.
Yeah, it's sort of really familiar. But what we can do with it is, because we've inked it, we're not going to lose this if we die cut it.
Okay.
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 So we won't lose anything by die cutting this. So what I'm going to do,
Do you mean
I'm going
lose
to use
the
the
pattern?
handle. Yeah, because you know when you've actually done a piece of embossed a piece,
yeah,
you can't then cut it really because it starts to crush it all out.
Oh,
but
hang
because
on a
we've
minute.
inked
You're putting something that you've embossed.
Yeah, through the die machine.
No.
Yeah, because
no,
it's a 3D folder,
John.
because the ink has given the pattern, it doesn't matter. So that's going to go through, and I'm going to take a piece of, this is the white linen card. Now, we've usually got the white, is usually, I say,
Yeah.
on the website.
Oh, you're like Houdini of dies.
So I'm just going to cut that. Well, you should be able to try everything. I mean, I spend my time in my craft cave just playing with things and trying out and seeing what can we do. So those are going to run through.
Just while that's going through, John, just want to tell everyone at home that 70% of the blue inks have now gone. They're very, very busy. We've got queues on the phones for these. They are fabulous. And as John told you, you won't, not infect, what's the right word? Not infect, affect? Contaminate.
You won't contaminate them
That's
fully.
the word.
You just contaminate the top.
Yes, I think these are great. They really are. And we're very busy for those. So if you do want them, the details are on your screen.
So, there we go. If we see that one, you've not lost anything because you've inked it. So it doesn't matter. It's only got a really flat pattern now, but I love it when it's pressed, because to me that looks like peacock tails now.
Oh, I love peacocks.
When it's pressed through, but doesn't it have that sort of peacock look? It's beautiful.
That's amazing.
So,
Our producer's got an interesting fact about peacocks. Apparently, you're not supposed to put any peacocks indoors. I wouldn't put a peacock indoors.
Apparently.
No, you're not, actually.
Where I come from up north,
yes,
it is very, and I'm sure Ali will back me up on this one, it is very unlucky to have birds or any feathers in the house.
Yes.
My nan would not have birds or feathers, peacock feathers or anything in the house.
But if you do, unfortunately,
unlucky.
find yourself with a peacock feather in your house...
I have.
then I think, isn't it something about giving it away with a left hand or something? There's another superstition about it as well. But yeah, we've got lots of peacocks near where I live. Got a white peacock as well, John.
Oh, if you can get me a white peacock tail, I'll be your best friend till Thursday.
Ooh, do you know what? I'm going to go and have a walk in the park.
I think you need to go in Bradley Park and see if you can find one.
I'm going to go up Bragger and I'll see if I can get a white peacock feather.
Yeah, get a cloggy from Jane and go up Braggy.
Yeah, I will. I know some of the wardens up there, so, you know, with the right smile and maybe a cup of tea.
You could get away with it.
Oh, yeah, I can.
But what I've done is I cut out from the white card, can you see there? I cut out the Untitled die. Ooh, we started to fade then.
That was good.
Right, so keeps that colour, keeps that pattern going behind, but it looks like a colour changing. But then,
Have
of
you
course,
not changed the colour then?
no, it's just the piece from the back.
Sure,
It's the piece I cut this out of, but now what I'm going to do is just add a little very quickly, because I've got a feeling we've got about a minute and a half left.
How did you know that, John? I told you.
It's magic.
You're the Houdini of the craft world.
Yeah.
Yes. I
So
don't know why
I'm
you're
just
Houdini,
gonna stick
but
that
this
one
is
on.
the first name I could think of. You could be the Paul Daniels or David Blaine.
Can you tell what it... No, that's not...
Dynamo,
I'm trying to think... I'm trying to do them.
Dynamanic, whatever his name is, Paul Daniels.
Yeah, but there we go.
David
We put that in the
Copperfield.
middle. There we go. Done.
Oh, John, that's superb.
But all that but it looks really mixed media and arty and everything, and it's
Yeah,
nothing more than a bit of ink on an embossing folder and some die cuts.
I love that. It's nothing more than a
But
bit
it
of ink.
isn't. You know, then I would add some flowers, and you can
Yeah.
add another layer on, and a white thing and his sentiment, but you can really go to town, but it's just playing, that's all it is.
And I love playing with you, John. I really do, when we're on screen doing our crafting work. John, it's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been brilliant, as usual.
Your next live show is tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.
It is.
Of course, you know that. I wasn't just telling you that. So the alarm will be set and we'll see John tomorrow morning. This show may be repeated overnight. The reason why I'm telling you that is that people come in at different times of night, shift working, and also they're joining us from America and Europe as well. So they do continue to buy. If you want what you're seeing right now, it's best to get it in your basket and check on out to make sure you don't miss out. And then you can sit back, relax, and watch all the shows tomorrow with our John and all of those wonderful inspiration demos as well. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Stay where you are, though, because we've got a fantastic